Hello, friends. I have come again with the third week of April, and this time the questions are really very new. So, looking at the first one, which company acquired Aleris Corporation? This one. So, what is the answer? It's basically Hindalco. What is Hindalco? Hindalco is a group under Aditya Birla. It's a Aditya Birla initiative, right? And Aleris Group. This Aleris Group is a wholly owned subsidiary of Novelis. It's a part of Novelis Corporation. So that's issue number 1. See the next question. Which mobile app was launched by the government for transportation of farm produce to mandis amid lockdown? And before knowing the answer, now this initiative has been launched by Ministry of Agriculture. And who is the Minister of Agriculture right now? He is Narendra Singh Tomar. He has initiated this movement, and under it nearly 5 lakh trucks 5 lakh trucks will be they will be accommodated for transportation of farm produce to mandis. And what is the answer? It's basically Kisan Rath. This initiative has been launched by the Ministry of Agriculture, and it will take into consideration 5 lakh trucks. So farmers will be able to transport their produce to the farmlands, from farmlands to the mandis. Okay, the next one. Recently, RBI reduced the repo rate to how much percentage in a bid to inject liquidity in the financial markets? Okay, and regarding this question, some important areas that you need to understand. Number 1, RBI, the basics of RBI. Number 2, what is the meaning of repo rate? Repo rates are basically coming under the policy rates, right, such as repo, reverse repo, CRR, SLR, and so and so. So under this question, how much has been the repo rate reduced? It has been reduced to 3.75%. It's to 3.75%. Okay, and a question from this aspect: what is the meaning of Monetary Policy Committee? What is Monetary Policy Committee? You take into account. Okay, the next one. Which bank has integrated its artificially intelligence powered multi-channel chatbot? Artificially intelligent powered multi-channel chatbot iPal with the world's 2 most popular voice assistant apps, Amazon Alexa and Google Assistant. So what is the answer? It's ICICI. And related to this issue, what is the full form of ICICI? When it was established? And related details. Who is the chairman of ICICI right now? Okay, so this is the issue. The next issue is related to recently Barclays slashed India's GDP growth forecast for 2020 to how much percent? So you would be astonished that it has degraded the GDP growth forecast from 2.5% to 0%, and that's the answer. It has been reduced to 0%. Now regarding GDP, it stands for gross domestic product. That means the final value of all goods and services produced within an economy within one financial year. So according to Barclays, all the goods and services which will be produced in India, they will be standing at 0%. That means practically there will be there won't be any goods and services produced within this financial year according to Barclays. Okay, so that was the issue. Moving to the next question. What is the rank of India in the World Press Freedom Index, which is released by Reporters Without Borders? So first question regarding this question itself is, who releases the World Press Freedom Index, and is it released annually or is it released biannually? So those are related questions. So India's ranking is basically 142. It's 142nd. That's the ranking of India. Next, as per IMF, Asia is expected to witness how much percentage of growth in 2020? So it's regarding another growth prediction and projection by an international agency. Actually, the answer is 0%. You see the next one. Which state government launched Homeline, an initiative for doorstep delivery of essentials? Okay, regarding this question, number one, what is Essential Services Maintenance Act? That is ESMA. What is this ESMA? Please try and understand what is this ESMA. And regarding this question, the answer is basically Karnataka. So try to know some related facts regarding Karnataka. What is the capital of Karnataka? Who is the chief minister of Karnataka? Who is the governor of Karnataka? What is the location of Karnataka on the world map? So related things. Next one. How much amount of emergency assistance was approved by New Development Bank or NDB to India to combat COVID-19 pandemic? Okay, in this question, first you need to know what are the basics of NDB. What is the full form? You know it. Then when, in which year it was established, who are the members of it, the headquarter of New Development Bank, what is the old name of a New Development Bank, and so on. So related details. So what is the answer? It's basically 1 billion US dollar. That's the financial assistance given to India to combat this COVID-19. Moving on, recently City Municipal Corporation developed Sanyam, a mobile app to track home quarantine people on a real-time basis. Right. Technology of such a kind was also developed, which is also known as geofencing. So what is the meaning of it? Please try to get it. So what is this geofencing? So that also works on the same principle. You see this one, Sanyam is basically a mobile app to track people who are home quarantined. That means anytime or every time they come out of their home, so the police station nearby, it will get informed, and the police will directly approach their home to see whether the person is inside their home or not. It is just to prevent the spread of this COVID-19. So it was basically Pune. The Pune Municipal Corporation has come up with Sanyam. So that is the answer. Now Pune is in which state? That's number one. And if you know it or not, Pune is also known as Oxford of the East. And that's the question. Which is called Oxford of the East. It's basically Pune. You see the next question. Who will head the committee formed by the Center for Vaccine and Drug Testing for COVID-19? It's basically Vinod Paul. It's a straightforward question. So there is nothing new in it. See the next one. What is the theme of this year's Earth Day? Now regarding this Earth Day, it's a very important event. It's basically celebrated on April 22 every year. And this year it marks the 50th anniversary of this Earth Day, which was started in 1970. So these are related details, but for every day, every important day, you must note one thing. Now what's the theme of the event? Theme of a particular event becomes a question. So every time there is a question on it. So what is the answer this time? It's climate action basically. So moving on, which state has rolled out e-Sanjeevani OPD? So regarding this, the answer is Himachal Pradesh, right? And this service is for medical consultation to sick people. So that's the issue. So regarding this Himachal Pradesh, number one, what is the location of Himachal Pradesh on the map of India? Next, who is the chief minister, governor, and so and so. So these are related questions. Please have a search about them. The next one, which state government or UT has asked officials to use new Assess Corona app for door-to-door survey in COVID-19 containment zones. That means officers will go to homes of different people and they will assess the containment area. Okay, so the answer is basically Delhi. Delhi is not a state, I remind you. Delhi is a union territory, and this union territory is also known as National Capital Region or National Capital Territory. National Capital Region or National Capital Territory. So that's the case. Delhi is a unique example. Along with being a union territory, it is also National Capital Region or National Capital Territory as well. Moving on, you see S&P Global Ratings has slashed India's growth forecast to how much percent? Before knowing the answer, I have told you once time and again, these agencies like S&P, Moody's, Fitch, these are basically rating agencies. So rating agencies are of two types. Either they may be national or they may be international. Okay, so please have a note of this and list them. Which are the national and international credit rating agencies? Please search the examples and make a note like this. So that will help you in exam. Regarding the answer, it is it's basically 1.8%. That's the answer. And moving on, what is the theme of this year's World Hemophilia Day? Right. And regarding this, what is the meaning of hemophilia? And what is the answer? Get plus involved. That is the answer of this year's World Hemophilia Day. Please have an understanding what is the meaning of hemophilia, whether it is a genetic disease, whether it is a contagious disease. Next is the same issue regarding International Monetary Fund. It was predicting growth forecast for Asia. That was at 0%. It was for Asia, but now it has provided the GDP forecast for India as well. So how much GDP will be at which India will be growing? It's basically 1.9%. So know something about this International Monetary Fund. Who is the head of International Monetary Fund? Where is the headquarter of IMF? When it was established? And so. So these are related issues to IMF. Next, you see, recently who resigned from the post of President of International Weightlifting Federation on allegations of corruption and doping. Okay, first let's handle this question first. Now, what is International Weightlifting Federation? That's question number 1. This is a question. Number 2, what is the meaning of doping? What is doping? Doping is basically when an athlete, a sports person, regardless of their fields, whether cricket, whether football, gymnastics, athletics, sprinters, whoever he or she may be, even in case of badminton or lawn tennis. So any person who takes stimulants which are unethical in nature, they are basically performance enhancers, right? So if they take it for their performance of enhancement of their performance, then they have a undue advantage over other athletes. In that case, they will be penalized under the doping charges and they will be suspended. If you remember, Maria Sharapova of Russia, she was banned for some 2 years for the violations of doping. So doping is your exercise. Please understand what is doping and what are the types of dopes. Those are banned under the different sports authorities. So about this answer, it is Tamas Ajan. He has recently resigned from his post, who was the president of IWF. Next is the issue related to sports again. You see, Asian Para Games of 2022 are to be held in which city? This is going to be held in the month of October in Hangzhou. That's in China, right? So recently, which bank launched self e-fixed deposits and self e-savings bank accounts. So from the name itself, you must be able to understand these are EFDs and e-savings bank accounts. That means from your home itself, you can open these accounts. So in this lockdown period, these activities are on. So what is the answer? It is Equitas Small Finance Bank. Next, you see which company has launched Video Builder, a free tool to create videos. And what is the answer? It's Google. So know something about these agencies. Number one, Google. Number two, Microsoft. And their history, their area of operation, their heads, and so next is also an important question. Which company bought 9.99% stake in Geo for nearly 43,574 crore rupees? Before knowing the answer, there is a term called stakeholders, shareholders. So what is the meaning of that? What is the meaning of a share market? Whether they come under, whether these share markets, they come under primary market or secondary market, that's your question. Okay, so who has acquired this much of 9.99% of stake in Geo? The answer is Facebook. Moving on, RBI reduced the general category foreign portfolio investors investment limit in central government securities to how much percent? Initially the question looks very lengthy, but that's not very lengthy. Recently RBI has reduced the general category FPI. Right here, what is the meaning of foreign portfolio investment? That means if a domestic company, suppose this is our country, if a domestic company, suppose we have Tata with us, Tata is acquiring some funds from other foreign countries. Suppose a person from Japan, he invested some 1 million yens in Indian company Tata. So this is known as a foreign direct investment. And if the same company invests in the shares of Tata in Bombay Stock Exchange, so that is known as a foreign institutional investment. And if the same company invests in different shares in India, suppose for an example, there would be a basket of shares, Tata, then other stocks such as you see Adani or Aditya Birla. So if the same money is invested in a group of shares, those are known as portfolio investments. Okay, so under this question, you see RBI has reduced the general category foreign portfolio investment limits in central government securities to how much percent? It is 2.34 lakh crore rupees. So that is the answer. Next one, Reliance and which other company have come together to create a super app that would include digital payments, social media, gaming, hotel bookings, flight bookings, and so and so. So they will come up with a series of such benefits. So what is the answer? It's Facebook basically. Regarding this Facebook, who is the founder of Facebook and who is the CEO of Facebook right now? So that's our question. Next is a simple question, but a question from books and authors. You see, who has written the book How the Onion got its layers? So answer is Sudha Murthy. So books and authors, they are basically a very popular area. What is the theme of this year's International Day of Action of Rivers? International Day of Action of Rivers. The answer is Women, Water, and Climate Change. So the role of women in conservation of water. And now recently, you see, in which state there was a strategic bridge that was revamped, or it was constructed on Subansiri river, right? Subansiri, basically, if you see the northeastern part of India, suppose this is our northeastern part of India. So there is a river called Brahmaputra river that flows like this. So there is a tributary of Brahmaputra river, which is the Subansiri river. This is the Subansiri river. You can see this one. It is the largest tributary of Brahmaputra river, and on this river there is a strategic bridge. So the Subansiri river, it flows in Arunachal Pradesh. So Arunachal Pradesh is basically the answer. See the next one. Now under the the presidency of which country the G20 finance um, ministers and the central bank governors meeting will be held? It's basically Saudi. Now, in this question, apart from India, you have to search about other countries. Suppose, for an example, Iran, Afghanistan, and Saudi itself. So, what is the location of these countries on the world map? Their basic details like capital, head of the state, any unique features regarding these countries is very important. Please have a search. And regarding this Iran is in news recent time. So know about them. What is the Strait of Hormuz, Persian Gulf, and all the Gulf countries. Next is a very unique question. You see this one. Now, according to a survey by Gartner, which is world's most digitally dexterous country. Dexterous in the sense capable. That means any country which is capable of harnessing the benefits of technology. So that's India. Basically, India provides many IT professionals to the world every year. So India is able to harness the advantage of technology, and that is the answer. Ranjit Chaudhary recently passed away. He was associated with, he was basically an actor. He was an actor. You see the next question. RBI announced third targeted TLTRO. That is targeted long-term repo rate. For how much amount? The actual answer is 25,000 crore rupees. But what is TLTRO? Basically, these are long-term repo operations. That means repo rates are basically, these repo operations are within a period of 1 year. So if I specify it, it is basically for 90 days. Any lending or borrowing, any borrowing by the commercial banks from the RBI in a short-term basis, that is called repo rate. And presently the repo has been decreased time and again. But if the repo operation goes beyond 1 year, that means banks borrowing money from the Reserve Bank of India for more than 1 year. So those are basically long-term repo operations. So recently, how much amount has been announced by RBI? That is 25,000 crore. I hope that is clear with you. You see the next one. Which digital directory was launched containing information of all COVID-19 related services and helplines released by official sources recently? The answer is COVID FYI. Which application was launched by Ministry of Health for citizen engagement on the COVID-19? It's basically the answer. It's COVID India Seva. That's the answer. See the next one. As per RBI, countries' forex reserves have risen to how much percent as on 10th April 2020? So before knowing the answer, again the same question. What is the Reserve Bank of India? Their details. What is forex? Forex stands for Foreign Exchange Reserve. Foreign Exchange Reserve. Remember, in India we are maintaining basically two types of reserves. One is within our country, that is forex. That means at times of urgency we can use this reserve, and outside India at IMF, International Monetary Fund, we are using another savings, you can say in another terms. That's basically another reserves, that is called the special drawing rights, SDR, with the IMF. These are basic two for reserves that we are maintaining. One it is inside our country, that's forex, and number two it is SDR with the IMF. Okay, and forex is maintained under minimum reserve system, MRS. So under minimum reserve system, the RBI is mandated to maintain nearly rupees 200 crore in the forex, and that too 150 crore rupees in the form of gold. So these are very important informations. Take a note of them. So regarding this issue, so how much forex has been gathered by Indian RBI? So that's basically 476.5 billion. So this one is the answer of this question. You see the next question. Finally, Samir Goswami recently passed away. He was basically a journalist. So with this, we come to the conclusion of this entire discussion. Thanks so much for your watching, and have a great day, friends. Thanks a lot.